Benny, fixtures for the first 6 A-League games have been announced. How excited are you knowing that the season is slowly creeping up?
Yeah, very excited. I mean, it's still a couple of months away. But yeah, look, I think it's the only way the league can really do it at the moment, given the situation in Victoria and New South Wales. But yeah, look, I think everyone here is just keen to play some games. So if we have to, at the start of the season, play a few games, against, for instance, Perth and Brisbane, then I think we're happy to do that.
Mentioning Perth, a trip to Perth does start the season off for us. Do you take that as a positive, considering we're knocking out one of those early, lengthy trips, out early?
With the cup game?
Trip. No, the Perth trip in the league.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, to be fair, it's not too far away for us, but it's always a bit of a challenge with the time difference and everything. But yeah, as I said, look, I think at the moment we'd be willing to fly all the way to Europe to play a game of football. So, if it has to be Perth in the first game, then so be it.
Our first home game of the season will be against the champions, Melbourne City, in round 2. Obviously, it's going to be a tough game, but how great it's going to be to welcome fans back to Coopers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's always good to test ourselves against the best in the competition, and that was Melbourne City last year. We got a pretty good record against them, especially at home. But yeah, I think just to play in front of our home fans is the most important thing, be it against Melbourne City or any other team.
And excitingly, considering there are the renovations being undertaken at Coopers, we'll be welcoming back some double headers with our women's team. How great is it going to be to have both teams from the club playing on the same occasion?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, the women's game is, it's grown so much in the last couple of years, and we're heading into the Women's World Cup in, I think, 2023, is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just a really exciting time for women's football, and yeah, for them to play at Coopers before us, I think is just great to, generate excitement around the women's game.
Speaking of excitement, we start off our FFA Cup campaign this Sunday at Floreat Athena. How geared up are you and the boys for that clash itself?
Yeah, we're really, really excited. We know not too much about Athena. Odds are it's going to be a pretty physical game, and we're probably going to have to dig deep. It might not be pretty at times, but it's a cup game, so you just got to win at all costs. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. I think we've been in pre-season for a couple of months now and haven't really been able to play too many games, so we're looking forward to it. But it's also a really important game for the club, because we have a really proud record in the cup.
A lot has been made of the magic of the cup. Obviously, with the border restrictions, makes it a little bit difficult for fans to travel into state. But excitingly, there's the opportunity for all fans to watch live and free on 10 Play. How great is that for supporters who can't make the trip over?
Yeah, I think it's great. I know when I was younger, I never had pay TV or anything, so I watched all my football live on SBS and watched a lot of AFL because it was just on live TV. So I think on free to air. So yeah, I think it's great. I don't know. What time's the game?
2:30.
So 2:30, yeah, perfect for a Sunday afternoon. So hopefully get a lot of fans supporting us from back home.
Our record in the FFA Cup itself speaks for itself, considering we've won it 3 times, and we are reigning champions, funnily enough, last
10 years ago.
Yeah. But there's also the added benefit of the winner for the FFA Cup this season getting a qualification spot for the Champions League. Does that give the boys a bit of extra incentive, especially going into this year's tournament?
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't actually aware of that. Yeah, I think it's just great for the cup. Even for the the NPL teams to have that that carrot dangling in front of them, that they could potentially, if they were to win it, they could be playing against massive clubs from Japan or China or whatever. Yeah, I think it's definitely an added incentive, and as I said, we have a really proud record in the cup, so to get some early glory and to be in the Champions League would be massive for the club.
And the new boys, how the new boys settle in? Do you think there may be a chance to see any of them put on the boots on Sunday?
Yeah, they're settling in really well. Obviously, it's a bit tricky. We have to be mindful, integrating them into the team, because we've been training for a good couple of months now, whereas they've had to endure the quarantine and coming in a little bit underdone. But I'm pretty sure a couple of the boys will feature in the cup game. I'm not sure who it's going to be exactly. But yeah, I think a couple of them will probably be featuring in the game.
And just lastly, Benny, how have you found your own pre-season, and how you think you're progressing?
Yeah, good. I think it's been pretty grueling the first few weeks. Getting a lot of Ks under the legs. Tapering off a little bit now leading to this first game. But yeah, the boys are definitely fit. I think it's just more of a challenge of staying mentally fresh, because it's going to be a very long pre-season.